Okay, I'm live. This is my very first time going live on YouTube. Okay, share your screen with the audience. Set up an overlay for your breaks. Okay, I'm so excited. My name is Sanaa Green, and I help women to connect to their brightest self, and a few brave men too. I do that through sacred, sensual, earth touch practices that enable you to connect to your multidimensional self. So I've been teaching belly dance since 2007. Before that, I studied feng shui and Reiki, and now I'm a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner and a Reiki master. So I have an online class that'll be coming up soon. Get on my email list if you want to hear about it. And I am the creator of the African Starseed Oracle deck. Do I have the deck here? Where's my deck? Anyway, oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's the deck, the African Starseed Oracle deck. It's a wonderful collaboration between myself and my spirit guides and me really trying to reconcile the past life information that I've gotten from quantum healing hypnosis, meditation, channeling. And anyway, I'm happy to be live on YouTube. This is a part of the Oshun's Magnetic Visibility Challenge that Abiola Abrams is having in celebration of her deck. The Oshun's, I don't know the actual name, but she did a fabulous deck, and it's all focused on Oshun, the Orisha connected to Ifa. So, all right, today I'd like to talk about 8 signs that you have had a past life. You may be wondering, what does it feel like to have a past life, and how do you know if it's actually happened? Well, here are 8 signs to let you know that you've had a past life. Number 1, unexplained fears or phobias. If you have a fear of something that's like really grips you and can stop you from moving forward in life, then this may be tied to another life that you've lived. I had a client who, excuse me, had decided to go into the service. He was going to be a pilot. And once he was out on the aircraft carrier on the water, about to go into the program, even after he had studied for years, he realized he just didn't want to do it. We did a past life, a quantum healing hypnosis session with him, a past life regression. And we came to find out that he died as a fighter pilot in another life. So he was like, oh no, we not doing this no more. All right, so that's one way. If you have unexplained fears or phobias, he didn't really have a fear or a phobia, but he just decided that it wasn't the right thing for him. You may have a fear of spiders or cats or dogs, and something may have happened in another life that makes you afraid. And when those fears come up in this life, it's a call from your higher self to heal whatever it is that happened to make you fearful. That's why it comes up. Number 2, strong feelings of deja vu. Maybe you feel like, I have been to this place before. I've done this before, and it feels so familiar. And maybe it's because you did it before in another life. For an example, when the singing bowls, the silicone singing bowls became really popular, I said, "Oh, I have to get them." I just really felt internally that I really needed to get these bowls, and then I had to get certain notes and play certain notes together for my own healing and for the healing of the earth when I go out to do songs for Earth and Soul, which is another way that I offer my healing services to the earth. It's not, I mean, sometimes I've invited people, but really it's really more for the earth and for me. So when I play the singing bowls, I play just easily with 2 hands and can go, have you seen that whole thing where you like rub your head and pat your belly? Well, I can play both bowls with 2 hands and go in opposite directions, and it just seems so normal and easy. So I think I may have done that in another life. So that's an example of oh, that was number three. Number three is if you had some really a physical trait or skill that you cannot explain how you have that skill, that could be a sign of a past life. Another way to have an indication of whether or not you've had a past life is if you have unusual birthmarks or physical traits. Like I know I don't know him, but I've seen a picture of a man who had a gray streak in his hair. Now, that physical trait could be tied to something that happened in another life. You may have a birthmark or something, or a mark on your body in some way. And in that spot, something may have happened to your body in another life. Maybe you were kissed, maybe you were hurt, but it's an indicator and it's kind of helping you to spark that memory. Another way to tell that you have had a past life is if you have an instant aversion to people, like, ugh, I can't, I can't be bothered with you. That's a way to know that you have had maybe some type of interaction with that person in another life. And and so it's important to pay attention to that because maybe you're supposed to resolve something in this life, or maybe you're supposed to avoid that person. On the other hand, you may have or feel an instant connection to someone, and that could be an indicator of a past life. Now, that connection may not have been a positive one. It may not have been for your highest and, well, I guess it was all for your highest and best good, but it may not be bringing out the best parts of you, even though you're attracted to a person. Have you ever heard of people having a craving for things that they're allergic to? Well, that's the same thing with being connected or feeling an attraction to someone or connection to someone who you've had a past life with. Or maybe you were family members or loved ones in another life. So you have to just kind of investigate the person and the situation to determine what is the lesson that your soul is wanting to learn from remembering that connection to that person. Another way that you can know whether or not you've had a past life is if you have dreams or visions of being in another time period. When I was guiding a past life regression session, a group past life regression session, one of the women said that I said, envision a train. And she said she saw an old fashioned train and she saw herself wearing a long dress, unlike the kinds of dresses we wear nowadays. So that was in another time period. When you go to sleep at night, you may experience yourself as flying, or you may see yourself somewhere else, and you know that is you, but you don't see any of the things that make you know that it's you. Like that you know you're not wearing the kind of clothes you wear, your hair is not the way you usually wear it, but you feel that it's you, and it's a dream, and something is happening, and you can feel the emotion of it. By the same token, some people remember their dreams, and some people just get visions, and I get visions. So I don't remember much about dreams, but I do get visions, and I've seen myself in other lives and other dimensions. And so that's an indicator that you have lived a past life. Another way is you can do a past life regression through hypnosis or meditation or spiritual work, and that will help you to connect to a past life. So that was 8 ways, 8 signs that you have had a past life. All right. Again, my name is Sanaa Green, and thank you so much for watching. If you would like to connect with me, please join my email list at centerherpower.com. Centerherpower.com. The link is in the bio. And if you would like to purchase the African Starseed Oracle deck, as I mentioned, you can get that on Etsy or on the website. I'm going to be doing a free class for those who have purchased the deck. And if you want to attend the class on how to read Oracle cards, you can just for $25. But if you buy the deck, then it'll be free. So that's going to be happening later in April. And thanks so much for watching. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you. You have a blissful existence.